It's time for the quarterfinal. It's a best of 3 stage now. We still have 8 players fighting for the $100. The 9-time ESL champion is stepping in the ring. We see him for the first time. Happy from Russia. He was never defeated in an ESL Cup. The only 2 cups that another player won, he wasn't there. His opponent now is ThorZaIN. We've seen a hell of a game in the round of 16 by ThorZaIN versus Please. Can we maybe have something similar again? That would be wonderful. We start off again on Northern Isles.
If ever there was a game to get momentum from, it was that one. Holy crap. That was an up and down adventure with peaks and valleys and everything that we hope Warcraft has. Completely epic. ThorZaIN gets the win against Please. I checked out our chat after that game. My god.
They were
chat,
wild.
You guys you also seem to enjoy that game quite a bit. The chat was just racing through. Holy crap.
Yeah, ThorZaIN. I messaged him in the lobby. I was like, dude, you're the shittiest doctor on earth. You're supposed to prevent and cure heart attacks, not cause them. We'll see what he does now. It is Pally Rifles.
All right, we kind of touched on this earlier already. We saw ThorZaIN here on this map against the Undead Star, playing the Pally Rifles there very well and honestly wasn't really challenged. But we also mentioned how in the past Happy had issues against ThorZaIN, against his Pally Rifle style. It seemed like after a while, Happy found the answers to it, but is he still on point with that? Is he still sharp with that? How can he punish this Pally effectively?
Yeah, that will be his task. Disrupt him in the early might be a good idea when he's not that tanky, not that powerful. Last hits maybe. There's nothing to last hit with for ThorZaIN except the rifles. Coil always an option. Yeah, I think Happy has to be disruptive.
Yeah, it's all about levels here with this Pally Rifle strat. Pally Rifles really does not do well on low levels. Paladin below level 3, Blood Mage below level 3, not good in the late game. And it of course also likes having high level heroes, but with the orb, with the nature of right click auto attacks and so on, low levels can work out fairly well, but ThorZaIN needs to make sure to get these levels. Happy scouting things out. What's happening here early? The steal with the Acolyte would start this game off in the right direction for the Undead, but ThorZaIN is making sure not to allow this too easily.
Even a Holy Light used. Focus fire with the rifles, then Holy Light. That's the Acolyte gone, and that's the entire camp going to the Swede. Happy moving on to the Murlocs, which is an easy level 2 for him.
Tech here on 2 rifles fairly fast. More rifles coming after that, of course. The Undead tech is faster here by perhaps 40 seconds or so, but not by too much. DK gets level 2, found decent items with Circlet and Gauntlets, and is now trying to slow down this Paladin as best as he can. Pally is level 2, that cannot be prevented, but now tries to delay level 3 as much as he can.
Devotion Aura again for additional armor. At the moment only 2, but this will be a lot more down the road. Tier 2 tech in the works. 1/4, I would say. More rifles. DK already a little hurt. No boots, but dust.
Super early dust.
Yeah.
I guess this is an opportune time to go for it. It's nighttime. Creeps don't wake up. Who knows when you're going to get to the merchant for the next time. I like that he doesn't forget about it. Burrow has saved many undeads in the past, but here, not going to be so easy.
Especially Happy. Like, he was burrowing everything recently. And ThorZaIN seems to know. He was watching quite a bit, even though he wasn't playing too much. Now, tech at 50%, early upgrade. Spending all his resources well so far. But Happy always knows where he is, keeping tabs on the human.
Yeah, it is in Happy's best interest here to prevent creeping because, well, 4 rifles creep a lot faster than 1 fiend, obviously. More fiends are now starting to come out. Happy gonna be getting up to 3 here pretty soon. Rifles do have more DPS than fiends, so even in equal numbers, it favors the human.
A little bit more range for the Fiends, so with the movement speed, they can maybe hit a little, run away. And then, in theory, the Rifles would have never the chance to attack, but this is just theory. Not even Happy is that sick. And this will change, of course, with long rifles.
Tier 2 upgrade, which is soon gonna become available. But yeah, Happy is managing to achieve what he wanted. Prevented creeping here for a long time. Finally, ThorZaIN manages to break away from the undead and will be able to take out this green camp pretty quickly. As we know, rifle DPS is quite good, and that is a bit of an experience lead now for the Pally. Replenishment, never bad.
Okay, Happy moving away from it. Long rifles immediately. Fast upgrade. Blood Mage second. With that play, he challenged Happy to a full distance best of 5 in the W League Europe. Late in 2019.
Seems like an eternity ago.
Yeah, right. Lots of games have been casted on this channel since then.
Oh, yeah.
Happy trying to steal the natural away.
Oh, ThorZaIN sniffs this out a little bit here. Fiend kill would be great to grab, but unlikely with DK still having coil and with movement speed being a thing. What did you get? Ring of Regen?
Comes the police. Going no, okay. I thought for a second maybe he goes banish first for the slow, but that would be a waste of Siphon. Force the town portal early though.
Yeah, that does matter.
Yes.
Oftentimes in the late game, undead like to abuse the immobility of the human by going for run-bys back into the back of the human main and slaughtering peasants one after the next. Doing that without a TP is a lot more dangerous, perhaps even completely unviable. And ThorZaIN again is going for the tier 2 expansion here with his paddle ride.
And DK far away from level 3 finds the Pendant of Energy. Lich out, tier 3 on the way. Almost finished actually. Expo coming up. More mana for this Blood Mage equals more mana on the Paladin. When will we see the Sanctum? So far, not in sight. Shop. Oh, is it going to the suite? Yes. Happy is luring out the marketplace. They're sharing the middle.
Level 3 for the Pally. That's the first big level up for him. Also going to be level 2 Blood Mage.
So be
Vanish could come in handy.
Invo Potion and Soapy. That's pretty good. Happy Ankh.
That invul is really important for ThorZaIN. Happy stealing that away could have been a big problem. You need this invul to protect the Blood Mage. At the moment on the Pally, but I'm certainly hoping he's going to be giving that over. And a bit of solo experience for this Blood Mage. Level 3 Blood Mage is a massive level up.
Yeah. That's what ThorZaIN is focusing on. Fast creeping, late tech. Lots of fiends for Happy. I wonder if he's still going for his Pit Lord play and try to break the second base. Scroll of the Beast will definitely help with that. Level 2 Lich as well. Blood Mage at the shop. Heal Scroll. Heal Scroll.
I'm pretty sure he's going to go Dark Ranger. If you don't have Silence, it's almost impossible to kill anything of the human. Question is ThorZaIN going as greedily into tier 3 on 50 supply? I would much prefer to see him go into upkeep very soon.
Yeah, that was noticeable in the previous game. But yeah, of course Happy is a different beast than Please, and then you can't be that greedy, usually. No priests, no Sorks, only 2 heroes and rifles.
That's a big scroll of the beast. The first rifle was taken out there right away as there was a silence on the Paladin. So far the rifle numbers really aren't the highest. Another Nova comes in. It's a decent one. Heal scroll against it. Happy so far not losing anything yet. Siphon on the Dark Ranger, but her mana isn't the most important either, I guess. Happy's mana is starting to drop low, but man, ThorZaIN's army is disappearing.
Yeah, there come peasants, not even militia. 2 fiends hurt, but of course microed away. ThorZaIN is trying the same, but the Lich is always in range. Really well done. Banish saving some units, okay. But the Scroll of the Beast lasts seemingly forever.
This scroll, crazy effective here. This is so much bonus damage everywhere.
ThorZaIN was holding on against Please for a long time in exactly this situation. 600 gold for ThorZaIN. Not spending it. Happy at 50. Seriously, not losing anything.
One one Fiend perhaps now. Last second coil. But that might be the last coil for a little bit.
Banish Holy Light. Siphon again. That's the first Fiend falling. Is that the pendulum swinging with the mana low? Oh, the block.
Nice block.
The banish blocked. Holy.
ThorZaIN, is he really fighting his way back into this? He might be. Slight supply lead for him. Very slight.
Happy has no expansion. ThorZaIN does. ThorZaIN holds. Despite the Scroll of the Beast, Happy retreats. Needs time for mana. Second barracks. No Sanctum. Rifles only.
Yeah, that's what he needs. Just mass rifles.
A player's forces are under attack.
And that is Happy not completely out-microing someone in a late-game fight for once.
Yeah, man. ThorZaIN.
Both microing really well.
His surrounds, his block, he's known for that. One, still PTSD from these games.
It's gonna be Blood Mage 3. That's a big deal.
More Fiends for Happy. He's breaking upkeep with it. Plus Abominations. But yeah. Level 2 Siphon. Remo, please remind us all. How much mana per second again?
30 mana per second on enemies. 60 mana per second transfer on allies. It's really good. Big mana potion here also. That might be kind of overkill. Probably doesn't need that much mana, but...
Why not, right?
Yeah, would have preferred a big heal probably, but... Alright, not bad, not bad. ThorZaIN 60 supply. I like that he's not going tier 3. Just mass. Stay on your 2 bases and... just survive.
Didn't buy anything at the marketplace. Not sure if there was something in, but a little bit of a misread maybe. Thinking that Happy has a counter expansion when he hasn't. Could have been prevented by an earlier scout. And so Happy is getting ready to push again.
Yeah, this will definitely be a push towards the expansion. Happy is in position. Hero levels looking pretty good now. DK very close to 4 and 3-2 on the other 2. Oh, ThorZaIN starting the red camp at exactly the most unfortunate time.
Equal supply. He knows it now. What's the item? By the way, it doesn't really matter how this game turns out. We will have a new grand final as Foggy was defeated by Sonic in the quarterfinal. But let's focus on this now.
Very defensive. All the rifles clumped up, but good splits by the rifles right away. Some of them are brought into a dangerous position, but that had to be done to not give so much value to the Nova. Quite a few rifles going down here early. More are coming in from the main. Also Militia. ThorZaIN bringing everything in for the defense.
Is there a TP on Happy? No, there isn't. So maybe hero focus is the way. Fiend about to die, but there's a call. And this cloak, man. How good is this cloak now? Positioning always perfect to get max damage against the police. And now they're all
running
come up.
low again. There is more Siphon available. Destroyer taken out. Pally. Lots of mana still on him. Coil comes in. That's the last coil.
Alright, Disease Cloud is spreading. A heal scroll would be phenomenal. More rifles from the right-hand side. Double racks, mind you. Banish as well. There's always mana everywhere. He can go for the big mana potion if he wants. Level 4 on the Blood Mage. Statue in the back. Can ThorZaIN get the kills, or is it just damage?
Disease Cloud starting to kick in quite heavily over here. But the mana superiority might be making the difference here. It's still close. Oh man, what ThorZaIN wouldn't do for a heal scroll right now.
Yeah. Spreads more disease in the peasant line. Love that play by Happy. Needs some more lasted. Banish everywhere. A heal scroll, man. A kingdom for a heal scroll. Happy is trying to buy as much time as possible. Double Fiend kill.
Only heroes left for Happy. Heroes and a statue.
Yeah, 45 supply, but still a lot of kills. He's making so much use out of that cloak. It's insane.
Big mana used. ThorZaIN is holding though. He's holding again.
I thought I saw an expansion attempt by Happy. Ah, there is one in the upper left. Almost finished. Can he do it? ThorZaIN licking his wounds. This scroll of region will be great, but Happy's not allowing this.
And now Happy is abusing the big weakness of the strat, the immobility. There's no Stormbolt, no catch, and Happy is once again going in towards this expansion. Probably won't take a fight here, but will get lots of kills. And level 4 Lich with that. Finally Dark Ritual? I'm not even sure if he has Frost Armor this game.
He does.
It's Dark... Ah, he does, okay.
2/1/1. Level 2 Black Arrow. Okay, ThorZaIN's Expo still up.
Forces are under attack.
Shop goes to Happy though. Oh, wait. He has no resources. Has an invul. But Blood Mage gets an invul as well. Siphons away. On the Dark Ranger only. Here's the Holy Light. Guns down this abomination. Super quick. So there's no disease cloud in the back if he kills this one.
Again, massive mana advantage on the human side. 2 heroes already out of mana. The Lich now also dry. Took out 1 more rifle, but only a single rifle went down. And now with Banish, perhaps he can chase.
ThorZaIN needs a heal scroll. Gets it. No TP. On either side. He must learn about the expansion upper left, though.
Oh, the creeps get involved and throw it and ensnare.
Oh, unlucky. Denied by Lich.
ThorZaIN, it looks like he saw the top left expo. A few rifles are going up there by themselves.
Alright. There's no defense. They can easily take out the Acolytes and distract. Happy is scouting for the bottom right.
The town is
Rest of the army is distracting. If there's no fight, he can still get the Siphon. If all goes wrong.
Great positioning here by ThorZaIN. But does he now have too little army here? Or can he still take a good fight? It's not that many rifles anymore.
Oh, apparently misinformation, by the way. Sonic didn't lose. Blood Mage explodes! Oh no! Is this the beginning of the end? Without Siphon, Happy has so much mana to work with. Oh no! Heal scroll. Trying everything to save the Paladin. Here's the Blood Mage again. But if he banishes, there's coil. No way! Invo potion on 30. But what now? Seemingly taking the fight? I don't know if that's the right thing. It is not. GG.
Aye.
And just like that, you lose a game against Happy.
It's the one mistake, right?
It is the one mistake.
You make the one mistake, and Happy punishes you for it instantly, and that's the game. Big mistake there to be made. I guess ThorZaIN was looking somewhere else. He had Invul to protect the Blood Mage, and he had the Holy Light ready. Used neither, and then Coil Nova. Always dangerous.
The split seconds where you're not paying 110% attention, and Happy breaks your neck. It's always been this way, and will probably stay that way forever. Game 2 Concealed Hill.
Oh, man, it felt like he had it. It felt like he was about to close this game. In that fight in the north, when it's also only the 3 undead heroes left, nothing else, and so many rifles still left standing, but you can never count out Happy. But that was so extremely close, man. Holy crap.
Yeah. Now, Northern Isles, always a wonderful map for Happy. He feels at home there. Concealed Hill. Concealed
I'm
Hill.
kind of surprised that this is the loser's choice for ThorZaIN. This is a very bad Pally rifle map.
Also, oh, it's Amazonia. Where did I see CH? It's Amazonia.
Is it going to be Pally rifles again, or is he playing something else this time, is the question. On this map, Pally rifles normally really not that good because creeping is very tough for early level 3, and especially Blood Mage creeping on tier 2 is a nightmare on this map. And he is playing something different. Playing a normal Altar Barracks build, so AM, possibly with an expansion early.
Should you do that against Happy? I'm like early expo on AZ. Maybe it's just me being dumb, but this is so risky and so punishable.
Normally, though, you can establish the expansion before the first Fiend is out, so if you play it really solidly, really well, it shouldn't be too painful, normally. Unless Happy gets in a Skeleton Last Hit on the Rock Golem. But as good as Happy is, that is not reliable. Even Happy has to get lucky for that.
Okay. Let's see if it's Archmage or maybe Mountain King. Archmage it is for Happy DK. As always, standard build. How aggressive is he going to be is the question.
I'm trying to remember. Did ThorZaIN ever play this one base tier 3 stuff? Like the normal Hawk build, so to say?
I can't really remember. ThorZaIN games are so rare.
I would expect him to play Fast Expo here, but we will see.
A player's forces are under
Acolyte
attack.
Scout is going to be confirming here. Happy didn't know until now what he was facing, but now he knows. Okay, no Pally Rifle play, so this is going to be a very different game.
Takes care of this Acolyte very early before he starts the creep. But Happy is Trolls or Harass.
A player's forces are under attack.
Going with a Troll Camp first, that is the standard nowadays. It's going to be a fast tech then to follow up by Happy. And the AM starts off with the Claws. Perfect creep so here so far as it seems. And a quick level 2.
Claws is the way to defeat Happy. I keep on mentioning this. Whenever Happy loses a map, his opponent gets Claw as the first item. At least in Europe. It's a good start for the Swedes so far. Tier 2 tech on the way. And DK, nothing to attack at the moment.
No expansion, but tier 2, yes. And with that, rifles. And normally,
Forces are under attack.
to be expected is tier 3 rush play. But Todd, for example, prefers playing tier 2 expo. I think that this strat doesn't work against the top undeads. But I'm willing to be proven wrong, perhaps, one day.
I can
I like the
see.
2 ghouls here being sent out,
Yeah.
which just took out the 2 little creep guys and got Happy level 2.
Min-maxing, getting the little bit extra experience that's necessary for the level 2.
Player's forces are under attack.
ThorZaIN being aggressive on level 2 here with a little bit of extra HP and damage. Last hit would be huge. Coil though. Forces this?
It's only 3 footies here into rifles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is exactly the Hawk opening. He also always played 3 footies into rifles. Ideally with the strat, with the AM you would like to get level 3 early. With that unlock level 2 water elementals and then on tier 2 start solo creeping the MK with those water elementals.
Player's forces are under attack.
But it's dangerous to do if you only have 3 footies and the undead comes in for creep jack, if you're ensnared or if the trolls are bashing you, the kobolds I mean. Couple of right clicks, couple of coils, and then suddenly you go from 3 footies to 2 footies, to 1 footy, to 0.
You're very good at counting, Remo. Good job.
Yeah, Sesame Street, you know, it's my favorite TV show.
So far, ThorZaIN is not really able to pressure this DK. Like, these chip fireballs don't do too much. Focuses a lot on skeletons to get possibly a little bit of experience, but Happy always moves them away.
That is a super power build on the Sanctum. 3 peasants for this.
Wow.
A player's forces are under attack.
Interesting. Lumber's looking kind of rough for ThorZaIN. Whether it's Expo or Tier 3, nothing really seems to be doable.
That seems to be his issue today, right? Lumber at the highest. Water elementals,
for a lumberman.
water elementals also not the greatest impact here so far. Nature is not with him.
He is forcing quite a bit of mana out of the DK though, so once the MK comes in, it should be pretty easy to kill those fiends. 1 Stormbolt forces 1 coil, next Stormbolt finds the kill. MK is out, Militia have been called, and expansion we go. This could be for expanding, could just be for creeping, but I got a feeling that he's actually gonna expand here now.
Yeah, that would fit ThorZaIN's style a lot, but Happy seems to know that as well. There's already heard units. DK comes in. No target for a coil thus far. Maybe a Militia Mountain King comes to control this. Big Invul controls the DK as well. Not threatening us around. 1 Fiend is already at 50%. Another Stormbolt could hit both at 50%, but here's the Lich to help him out.
So, happy. Looking for some exposed peasants. Is ThorZaIN... skeletons in the left, trying to distract, trying to draw the army out of position. But ThorZaIN is not falling for it, or is he? Kind of, a little bit.
Oh, more skeletons.
Oh, big
Oh, yes, that Nova got rid of that priest as well. Gets a fiend in return, but was it worth it? Skeletons raising hell to peasants. Second fiend out of that fight as well.
That's all peasants going down.
Oh.
That is all peasants going down.
Ouch. Lich surrounded, but there's more coil now. No, there is not, because there's a hammer to his head. But still, these skeletons.
Yeah, that's expo cancelled.
Oh, if only that priest survives, but of course that was one of the first targets. This is not for nothing, though. And there's a lot of skeletons. There was 1 or 2 fiends. There was the lich.
Second slaughterhouse coming. Happy knows that ThorZaIN is stuck on tier 2 for probably all eternity. And against that, double A-bomb disease cloud is really good.
Yep. No magic damage against them.
And also Crypt Lord. Old school undead anti-rifle play.
Wow.
It's really good against tier 2 human. Has big problems against tier 3 human. But this is the kind of game where Happy just knows that there will be no tier 3 for ThorZaIN.
Forces are under attack.
This expo's already late, like 8 minutes in. Alright. Can he creep up a level 3 MK? Lich progression is stopped. DK is also not level 3. This time we have no Blood Mage, of course, so we will see a lot more undead spells. And we saw how powerful they are in the very late game.
Asset stolen. Another big step towards level 3 for the MK prevented.
A player's forces are under attack.
This expansion is so late.
Not
Crypt
taking-
Lord and Expo coming at the same time. That is not what the human wants.
So many skeletons. Quite rare for Happy, right? That we see this many rods.
Yeah, true. Normally stops at 2. Flaws for the Lich as well. Happy's levels so far looking pretty underwhelming. This is of course because his entire game so far was very aggressive, very little creeping.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the MK is gonna get level 3. Okay, this is what he needed.
Ring also nice to stay alive. And Expo is up. No tower, no protection.
Oh, this could be a great creep jack for ThorZaIN. Dangerous camp to take for Happy.
Stormbolt flies in. Crypt Lord is kind of low as well. Cooled out. Oh, Impale is very good though. And the Nova connect. And the range damage connects. But the Fiend falls as well. Crypt Lord down to 50%. Mountain King still has 1 more Stormbolt. Oh, these Impales. So great.
And there's no orb of fire here to reduce the healing of the coil. Even if the Crypt Lord dies, he's only level 1 hero. It doesn't matter that much. There is another coil ready. And losing Fiends isn't the most problematic thing. It's the A-bombs and the Destroyers which will be the troublemakers later.
Yeah, that Crypt Lord maybe not the best target for the spells, but what is?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what do you even focus?
The first Fiend was eliminated super early, but then...
A player's forces are under attack.
Going for statues can be really good, but... Oh, statue gets ensnared by the creeps. ThorZaIN getting some help from the neutrals finally. Gonna lose the rifle though in the process. Oh my god, all these rifles are so hurt, and the destroyer actually gets away. If the Lich had a Nova, this would be a bloodbath. And
Good
getting
splits.
there. Oh, the next impale. Imagine a Nova right there.
We're getting there. Oh, this is a multi-kill coming in. DK is chasing out of that fight, so there's no coil at the moment. Stormbolt is ready as well. This is the Crypt Lord falling, but... Oh, is there...
Oh my
TP
god, no
out!
way.
He gets this.
But that's a level 1 hero. That's 170 gold, 30 seconds, and then he's back.
Is this expo really worth it? Again, questioning this. Tier 3 now. Destroyer hurt. A-bomb hurt. Happy with what is this item? I can't click on it. Greater healing.
Mana's very low. Well, sentry ward for ThorZaIN sees what's up. One statue here should be an easy kill. One A-bomb, I mean. That one right there. Of course, Happy is not making it easy for his opponent.
Mountain King again, the #1 carry. Going for the A-bomb to stop the disease cloud. Archmage is hurt. Has to be so careful. There's Nova. There's Coil. Not so soon.
Man, this fight is all over the place.
Yeah.
There's no clear front line anymore. Nova Impale is ready. But Happy feels he doesn't even have to use it right now until it lines up perfectly.
The min-maxing crazy. Double level up, 4 and 2. There's a coil, but uses it on the A-bomb. ThorZaIN is losing so much. Also, A-bomb's falling. It's always for supply.
But now the MK doesn't have Stormbolt mana anymore. And without that, he can't kill anything.
Yeah, need to get out.
Whereas Happy's right clicks hurt every time.
Thanks to the Orb of Corruption, of course. Can he just run away against an Unholy Aura? I don't think so. That might have been a mistake.
Yeah, that level 2 aura coming in really handy right here. Oh my god, ThorZaIN dropped so much supply.
Yeah. Oh, and continuous drop supply. Whew, there's almost an Impale again if he's not careful enough. Hoping for the bash, gets it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. But Coil stronger than the block. Still no tower.
Happy with a 15 supply lead.
Yeah.
With a tier 3, tier 2 advantage, with at this point better hero levels.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 3 is almost finished for ThorZaIN. Can he stall enough time for all these upgrades? ThorZaIN knows exactly if there's an Acolyte moving over or not. Still making it north.
Lionhorn, not bad for Happy at all. And now he's right next to the expansion to come in for the ambush. No tower here to protect it. And even if ThorZaIN TPs, it's going to be a lot of peasants going down.
Oi, 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 oi. One Nova, 4 Abominations.
4 A-bomb. Level 3 Cryptlord.
Impale just got a lot stronger.
Yep.
Turns out meat hooks are really good against town halls.
The expansion attempt by Happy was cancelled, but doesn't need that anymore. Having equalized to 1 base versus 1 base. And that main base is looking really wide open for a good old ransacking.
This Paladin. Bad awakening once he steps out. Getting the red spot, Endurance Aura. That's nice, but will it do too much? Griffin Riders now.
Nova Impale. So many kills on the peasants.
Okay, army is here now. Can he hold this? Paladin will pop out. Here we have him, but in the middle of everything. And this Griffin is... Oh! No, is no more.
Lich level 4. He gets quite a bit stronger. The AoE spells here. The Nova, the Impale. Making short work of these units as it seems.
Oh. Lightning Shield is decent, but immediately focuses this Rifleman. Mountain King is again supposed to be the carry. He's trying to support him as good as he can, but he knows. GG. Happy 2. ThorZaIN 0. Maybe not the right play. Happy pushed this too well. I think the mistake in this series was lying in game 1.
Yeah, if he doesn't lose that Blood Mage, how different would that map look? How different would that series look? Good effort by ThorZaIN, though. Bringing Happy to the brink much more so than most other players.
True. Nice to see him in cups again. Quarterfinal, not a bad result at all. So, what do we have next? This is our bracket. Happy in the semifinal for the 10th time. Sheik versus Roll still playing. winner will be his opponent. Hawk defeats Terra 2-0, who previously took out the Muslim, and the information was correct after all. Sonic defeats Foggy 2-1, so we will get a new grand final. Hawk versus Sonic already started in the first semifinal.